hello there. Always a pleasure to see a new face. Welcome to Lilmoth, the festering jewel of Black Marsh. Argonian words, not mine. Doesn't strike me as all that festery, but I digress. How would you like to join an exciting expedition? Oh, the most worthy kind of expedition. A journey into the distant past. Well, not the literal past, I mean. That would be crazy. We're exploring one of the Argonians' ancient Zanmir pyramids to find a priceless relic, the Kajinjat crystal. Oh, to preserve it for future generations, of course. So much of the Argonians' unique history has been lost. With your help, we can pull this antiquity out of the mud and share it with the world. Discovery, adventure, what could be better? You've made a great choice in joining us, friend. The other members of our expedition have already gathered near the western gate. I'll be along shortly. Just need to check on a few things. This is exciting, right? Oh dear. Where are my manners? I apologize. My name is Famia Mercius, or Famia Speaks with Round Tongue to the locals. I'm Cyrodiilic Collection's chief antiquarian here in Murkmire. Cyrodiilic Collections is a fellowship of historians dedicated to recovering Argonian antiquities. But, unlike other treasure hunters, we don't sell relics for profit. We plan to build a museum here to share Murkmire's treasures with the world. Oh, just over 3 years at this point. I'll admit, it takes some getting used to, but once you... Ow! Ooh! Sorry. Once you settle in, you'll never want to leave. Doing your research, huh? Excellent. The local Argonians call it Ishtaj Thitithil Met. Literally, the exact egg cracker. Evocative, right? We just call it the Ishtaj Zanmir. I have it on good authority that we'll find the Kajinjat crystal inside. Apparently, it was vital to some kind of ritual, but that could mean practically anything. According to my research, ancient Argonians performed rituals constantly, large and small. Even so, this crystal clearly deserves a place in our collection. Oh, most certainly. Jewelry, idols, who knows? We sell some of these more common items to private collectors. Not for a profit, mind you. Just enough to keep the operation afloat. For the most part, no, they don't. The Argonians here in Murkmire, they don't see things the way we do. When we first arrived, I tried to include the locals in our work, to get their blessing, you know? Fine, I guess. The truth is, the Argonians just don't care about their history all that much. They live in the now. Past, future, those concepts are totally foreign to them. Once our museum is finished, though, I'm sure they'll take an interest. Well, I do know a little something about how to get along here in Murkmire. The first thing I'd suggest is making connections with the local tribes, the Wasik Halil in particular. Sorry, I slip into gel sometimes. The Argonian tongue, the locals say I'm a natural. Anyway, the Wasik Halil are also called the Bright Throats. They're quite friendly. Artisans mostly. Clever traders, too. Very good friends to have in a pinch. Most of the Murkmire tribes are cagey, but polite. There is one tribe I'd avoid, though. The Deadwater tribe, or the Nagakor. They're Nagas, a strange breed of Argonians with a very prickly disposition. They don't like outsiders. Not one bit.
Ah, fresh meat. More gold for Zadaza when you die. So, Famia reels in another adventure, eh? This one admits you seem stronger than most. Zadaza gives you 2 in 3 chance of surviving. Fair odds, yes? Ha! Only for wide-footed bumblers. Unfortunately, Famia has a weak eye for talent, and Murkmire is full of clumsy risk-takers. But don't worry, Walker. This one has been on 5 expeditions with Famia, and only seen people eaten by salamanders twice. Only this. When we find treasure, take no more than you can carry comfortably. A heavy purse will make you slow, and being slow will make you dead. Oh, and if you see Zadaza running, you should run too, in the same direction. Simple. Any other questions for Zadaza? Or do you simply wish to get to the running, dodging, and screaming? Ask away, Walker. Our leader Famia knows more about the ruins than Zadaza, but Zadaza knows more about not getting eaten by crocodiles. This one will let you decide which is more important. Famia is very smart. Not clever, though. Zadaza risks losing her tail because she is bold, and beautiful, and greedy. But Famia risks all because she loves the lizard folk. Do not ask this one to explain why. It makes no sense to Zadaza. Ha, Rajin's shadow. How much time do we have? Sink sand, poison darts, blades of all sizes. Oh, and falling rocks. And also poison gas. This one is probably forgetting a few things. Just assume that everything in the Zanmir wants you dead. Confidence, initiative, excellent. These are wonderful traits that will almost certainly get you killed. Do not worry. Zadaza will ensure that your legend lives on by scooping up your bloody gear and selling it. Ah, Famia arrives.
I'm coming. I'm coming straight away. Just give me a moment. So, you found our fellow travelers. Excellent. Whew, I think we're almost ready to depart. There is one thing I need your help with before we begin our adventure in earnest, though. The ancient Argonians locked the Zanmir up tight, and not just with metal locks. They infused the stone with sun magic. I won't pretend to understand how it works, but I do know that without a potent magical focus, the door won't budge. Oh, I'm glad you asked. There are flecks of yellow glass scattered all over Murkmire. We call them Baka stones, and each one contains a bit of ancient magicka. Put enough of them together, and you can activate all sorts of things. Things like doors. Out in the marsh, I'm afraid. I sent a few of my best people to gather the stones for me, and agreed to meet them later. With your help, it shouldn't take long. Can I count on you to accompany me? Follow me. If we get separated, I'll find you at the next stop, all right? I sent one of our younger members, Eshraf, to the Sonakiva dig site just outside of town. A surprisingly productive area, despite how close it is. You never have to travel far to find evidence of the ancient Argonian civilization. It won't last forever, though. Most of these ruins are already half sunk into the mud. Eshraf? Eshraf! That's odd. He was supposed to be here. Have a look around, would you? Eshraf's bag. Was he chased off by one of these salamanders? Keep an eye out. I won't lie. The swamp's a dangerous place. I've grown to love it, but it can still be terrifying. Dynia? Dynia! Now that's troubling. Eshraf is new, but Dynia's been at this for years. She never misses a handoff. Let's look around. That's Dynia's sword. Oh, she loves that sword. Oh dear, oh dear. This is troubling. Come, let's hurry. I need to speak to someone. I need to meet a local Argonian, a bright-throat named Zukas. He should be waiting at a hut we use as a gathering place. Maybe we'll find Dynia and Eshraf there too. Looks like Zukas hasn't arrived yet. No Dynia or Eshraf either. We should look around. Zukas should be along shortly, I hope. Argonians aren't really known for their punctuality. What's that? Eshraf's journal? And another stone? Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Wait. Zukas! Is that you?
Sun's blessings, friend Famia. I hope you did not wait too long. Greetings, Biko, and welcome to Murkmire. My name is Zukas. I am wondering, who are you? Forgive the rushed introduction. I find that trading names and intentions makes for calmer waters. We understand each other, I think. Then this Vaka stone belongs to you, I think. Friend Famia never tires of poking around in the old hard nests. I do not know why, but very few dry-skin habits make sense to me. The Zanmirs are very dangerous. Do you have a guide? Ha, no. Truthfully, there is nothing in the Zanmirs that interests me. I hope you have a good reason for taking this journey. I should point out that simple greed is not a good reason. Ah, this does not surprise me. I hope you will not let her come to harm. Famia is a worthy friend. She honestly tries to do right by the Saxhleel, but her persistence, it often gets her into trouble. I wish you luck in your expedition. That is a fair point, and I respect nothing more than honest dealing. As I said, my name is Zukas, Root Herald of the Brightthroat tribe. I protect the tribe's interest. Some hunt for Wamasu. I hunt for truth and fruitful relationships. Perhaps eager is a better word. Most people who visit Black Marsh believe we Saxhleel are uncultured children at best, or fish-brained savages at worst. Famia, however, appreciates our culture, in her way, sometimes too much. She risks her life to recover antiquities we do not want or need. Her dedication is touching, I guess. I keep telling her that we would rather have fresh slugs and sturdy tools, but no snake can slither backwards. She does what she does. So it goes. I would not say that. Some Zanmirs contain powerful relics or cursed antiquities. We can't have that sort of thing floating around. It takes some doing, but typically we can recover items like that without a fight. Then there is a fight. The Vaka stones? Sometimes. More often I bring maps, tools, and small gifts. Friend Famia brings me things as well. Stories about the items she seeks mostly. Hairfolk rumors too. Those are very fine gifts. I do not know this word, spy. A Root Herald cannot serve their tribe without gathering stories and rumors, but I would not drink from another Saxhleel's gourd when they were not looking. Famia tells only what she wishes to. Friends, you see.
I just need to take a moment to speak to Zukas about Eshraf and Dynia. Hopefully he knows something, or knows someone who does. In the meantime, why don't you head to the Zanmir? It's just east of here. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. Ugh, I'll be fine. If anything threatens us, Zukas will take care of it. This business with Eshraf and Dynia has me worried. I'm hoping Zukas can find out if anyone's seen them. Oh, but before you leave, could you give me those Vaka stones and the sword? Is it working? See there? The door awakens. Try opening it now, Zadaza.
This for. Zadaza has been peeking at this for... What did you do, Famia?
Scholarship in action, my friends. Now, let's make some discoveries.
Yes. Let's get to it. We're crocodile bait out here.
Bijou style door release. Fascinating. Oh, a bit of help, please. Just pull that lever there. What? Push! I'm in push!
Famia, are you alive?
Zadaza, you avoided the trap?
A rock fell on Zadaza's beautiful tail, but otherwise she's fine. The others fell into separate rooms.
Mara's mercy. Try to find a way around. We'll look for the others down here.
Help! I fell into this pit and... Oh, please, Mercy. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Oh, what to do, what to do? Wait, look up there. Flint vine. That could do the trick. Find as much flint vine as you can and wind it up. We'll make a ladder and haul her up.
Was terrible. I heard shouting from across the chasm. It sounded like Varro. He needs help. I just need a moment.
All right, rest here, but not for too long. The crystal's almost in reach. Let's go help Varro.
Stay back, you beasts!
Hold on, Varro! We're on our way! Aim for the abdomen!
That all of them? Good.
The crystal is near. Come.
Varro, don't move. I'll get down there to heal you. Somehow.
Famia's crystal is through the next door. Hop down, yes? This one will follow. Dark moons, a trap. Lift those paws, Walker. Zadaza will disarm it. Exhilarating, yes? This one thinks the door is unlocked now. Give it a push.
You see? You aren't the only one who can find side passages.
Note this one's very genuine surprise.
The Kajinjat crystal! At last!
Careful, Famia. We have had enough falling and screaming for one day.
Sound advice. It should just be a matter of wedging the pressure plate and... there. Finally! What was that? Mara's mercy! Run!
A distracted walker. Zadasa will open the door.
By the root! Biko, I like the flame traps. Draw the ooze over them. Drag the monster to it.
What in Stendar's name?
Drag it over here, Biko. Lure it here, Biko.
What's happening?
Deadly gas. It fills the Zanmir. Run, now, before you suffocate.
The door is open.
Damn
Hurry.
Flag! I'm right behind you.
Up the ladder, quickly, please. I hope you see now. I do not exaggerate about the Zanmirs. Are you all right? You are not wheezing or leaking blood from your ears. That is something, at least. A fair question. In truth, I came to rescue Famia. I will admit a certain affection for her. She is kind-hearted and loyal, like a hedge gecko or one of your tiny bark dogs. I would not want her to come to harm. I'm glad to see you safe as well. Ha, no. Have a care with that crystal, Biko. If it is truly the Kajinjat, you should not let it jangle around in Famia's purse for long. I know that, if mishandled, it could lead to something very dangerous. So I would appreciate it if Famia stayed safe at home, for a time. It has been many long hours since my last sundoze, after all, and I try to limit my rescues to one per day.
That Zukas is always so polite. I don't know where I'd be without him. Despite the mishaps, we have the Kajinjat crystal, thanks in no small part to your contributions. Cause for at least modest celebration, right? No, of course not. Though some have gone worse. Anyway, we shouldn't dwell on the missteps and bungles. Need I remind you that we recovered the Kajinjat crystal? An item of immeasurable historical import. Yes, well, I had hoped to discuss that in private. Provided this little misadventure hasn't driven you from the business completely, I'd like to bring you on for another task. Let me settle up here, then I'll meet you in my office in Lomoth.
Farewell, everyone. Please, do not make me do this again.
Well, that was exciting, right?
I have never seen more spiders.
Are you joking? We nearly died.
Welcome, my friend, to Exploring with Famia.
That's hardly fair. Our last expedition was...
Spike Pit.
Well, yes, but before that...
Angry Naga Heart Eaters.
Ah, but what about that trip north? That wasn't...
Many, many crocodiles.
Madus lost his hand to one. Remember Madus?
Zadaza mostly remembers his screams.
Yes, but need I remind you, we acquired the Kajinjak crystal?
Good for you. As for me, I'm out. This elf is sticking to woodland adventures from now on.
Smart. I'm sitting the next one out too. Here, elf. I'll walk you home.
Are you certain you're up to it?
Ale's cheap in Lilmoth, and there's not a beast alive that's going to stand between me and a tankard right now.
Fair enough. Just take it slow, all right?
A one-legged Imperial and a wood elf fresh out of the cradle go wandering into the swamp. What could go wrong?
You're here! Excellent! Welcome to the headquarters of Cyrodiilic Collections. Now, we have business to discuss, right? I hope our experience in the Zanmir hasn't put you off adventuring for good. Oh, yes, we'll get to that. But first, payment for services rendered. You helped me acquire the Kajinjak crystal, and recovered an Argonian treasure besides. We wouldn't have survived without you. Please, take this payment with my compliments. Now then, are you ready to discuss my offer? I certainly hope so. I honestly don't know what I'll do if you turn me down. It's grave business, you know? I'm not trying to apply undue pressure or anything, but yes, serious business. It's my missing companions, Eshraf and Dynia, the explorers whose bags we found out in the marsh, remember? I told you I sent them to recover Vaka stones, but that wasn't all they were looking for. They were looking for the remnant of Argon. A legend. Some say it's a massive gem, others a magical egg. Either way, I fear Eshraf and Dynia's disappearance is linked to their search. Zukas agreed to look into it, and it seems he's found something. Could you speak with him? Zukas's message said to meet him at the Tiba Enu field in Altan Mir Halil. Tiba Enu's a local sport. I have no idea how it's played. There's a ball involved, I know that. I'm babbling, sorry. I do this when I'm nervous. Please, be careful. Oh, certainly. Zukas enjoys friendly relationships with practically everyone, even the Nagas. Some of Lilmoth's investors see him as a bit of a swindler, but that's rooted in their ignorance of Argonian culture more than anything else. Honestly, Are you sure you want me to bring you into this? Eshraf and Dynia only knew its name, and now they've probably been kidnapped. Very well. As I said, no one really knows what the Remnant is, but it's just everywhere. Tree minders whisper about it when they think no one's listening. It's tucked away in poems and songs. It's always there, just below the surface. Like I said, people think it's just a legend, so they ignore it. But once serious scholars like us start asking questions, start making those first quiet discoveries, all the opportunists crawl out of their holes to take their nibbles. All the folktales imply that the Remnant shares a deep connection with the Hist, but the rest is pretty murky. Songs about the Remnant almost always end with a hero plucking it from the roots of a tree and ushering in a new golden age. Others... well, some of the songs end with an unworthy snake swallowing the Remnant and turning into a hideous giant that ravages the land for 100 seasons. So, keep an eye out for snakes.
By the Hist, whatever will I do?
Come on! Why are you just standing there? Let's go!
Ah, Sun's blessings, Biko. You come to discuss friend Famia's missing explorers, yes? Only the scent of conspiracy. But for now, the scent is enough. The Dragonstar Caravan Company, a dishonest flock of thugs and traitors, funnels information to someone outside Lilmoth. Notes on Cyrodiilic Collection's business dealings, I think. Not yet, but that is soon to change. The orc Lozwug, who watches my eggkin play Tiba Inu, he serves the Dragonstar Caravan Company, a courier, I think. He carries a letter filled with his tradekin's secrets. With your help, I will take it. I do not need to convince you. That is good, if a little disconcerting. Lozwug shows loud, obnoxious interest in our game, Tiba Inu. Ask him to explain the rules. While he growls and rants, I will take the letter from his pocket. Simple, I think.
Are you gonna play or what? What's the holdup? Tiba Inu? Tah, more like stupid. This game's a joke. No tusk jabs, no eye gouges, just a bunch of rolling around and tail swinging. I have got no tusking idea, neither do these lizards. When I got here, they were all just lying there. Then all of a sudden, half of them stood up and started slapping their tails, croaking like mad and kicking balls around. I don't know, half a dozen maybe? They were bouncing them off that rock, and then the other team started hooting and slapping their chests like monkeys. They rushed the hill, formed a circle around the rock, and started standing on their heads. They started singing. Then one of them shouted, "Inu!" and everyone flopped over like they were dead. They laid there for 15 minutes, then the game was over, I guess. Tusking nonsense. If that's a sport, I'm a hearthwife's dustpan.
Very well done. You must be half river boa, Biko. Loswug looked hypnotized. No, I give you too much credit. He has a brain like a bone trout. But my tongue wanders. Let me read this. Oh, this is... Yes, this may rattle the cattails. It is not just notes on business dealings. It is a description of friend Famia, where she walks, who she speaks with, what she eats, and so on. I had no idea she ate so many snails. On Famia and her explorer kin also, I think. We cannot be sure, though. Simple Loswug carried only this letter. I know a place where more information can be found, but you will have to go alone. The Dragonstar Depot in Lilmoth. I leased them the land. They were very pleased, until it sunk. Now they slop around in there like angry mudmoles. No one is welcome, least of all me. If you sneak into the depot, you may find more clues. I should tell you, the Dragonstar Dryskins are not over fond of uninvited guests. If they see you, they will probably shout or ring bells or run in silly circles, so be cautious. And please try not to kill anyone. It always leads to headaches. In the chilly lake we call negotiation, a good reputation is like a sturdy raft. A bad reputation is like a stone tied to your tail. Saxhleel do not drown, but it is very difficult to see at the bottom of a lake. I am sorry, this is a poor metaphor. Yes, as the depot is sinking, the fence up against the swamp is in poor repair. There is a spot near the back of the camp where you can get in, but not out. This may be better than going in the front, yes? Here, I'll mark the spot on your map. It started with Domitia Nausicaa. She oversees the Dragonstar Caravan Company's affairs here in Murkmire. We made a bargain, a land deal. I negotiated in good faith, but she was lazy and inattentive, and so missed key details. Yes, she and her tradekin arrived during the dry season. She told me that they wished to build a trade depot on the Fen Island south of Lilmoth. I agreed to lease the land in exchange for the return of some treaties her company acquired years ago. I paper the walls of my home with evidence of dryskin treachery. That is a joke. Documents hold power in the Ojel world, especially old documents. Taken alone, they are mostly worthless, but combined with threat of conflict, they can be useful. Ojel, people who do not speak the root's tongue. A kinder word for outsider. Well, not so kind in some circles. The Deadwater tribe uses this word like a knife. For Domitia? Yes. The island flooded, as it always does during the wet knee season. She grew furious, called me a swindler. Now they throw rocks at me any time I stray near the depot. Luckily, I am very swift, and they are very stupid. It is like I said before, I wish to keep friend Famia safe. Ha! So you know about the Remnant too. Some rumors are like willow vipers, Biko. Well hidden and best left alone. A conversation for another time, I think.
Hey, you! Who are you? What are you doing in there?
Inu kal soku hoto grill.
Success? Do not let my lack of dancing and cheering fool you. I am very impressed. I did not think you would secure the clues we need so quickly. How did you fare in there? That is good. Taking a life closes more doors than it opens. A valuable lesson that goes largely unheeded by the Lilmoth Olgel and my Naga cousins. But again, my tongue wanders. We should discuss Famia's lost friends. What did you find? The Blackguards? Kayak. They are a cruel bunch. Mostly tribeless Nagas and dry-skin Ogels. So, the Dragonstar Caravan Company provides spy reports to the Blackguards. Then the Blackguards snatch up the explorers when they stray outside the city walls. It is Deadwater make, but a Deadwater Naga would never give up a weapon willingly. Perhaps the Blackguards tried to abduct Deadwater warriors too. I cannot be sure. I have heard nothing, but the Deadwater tribe never admits weakness. My doubt spine quivers, but there is only one way to find out. I will send word to my Deadwater friend, Jaxic Orn. You should return to Famia. Tell her what we discovered and encourage her to stay indoors. She will be safer there, I think. A murder in the heart of Lilmoth. Yes, that would be Jaxic Orn, I think. A call or war captain of the Deadwater tribe. Perhaps she came looking for that weapon you recovered. Jaxic and I are good friends. She would never admit it, though. Yes, why would I not be? Things are not so simple here, Biko. Naga warriors kill and kidnap and steal, yes. But we are all children of the root. If the Hist wills it, Jaxic might even kill me eventually. But she will still be my friend. Oh yes, definitely. Like I said, there are no guarantees with the Deadwater tribe. It is like dealing with one of your stray bark dogs, I think. Scratch its chin right, it will listen. Scratch its chin wrong, it will rip out your throat.
You're back. Excellent. Did you find Zukas? Any word on my missing explorers? Blackguards? Oh, those ill-mannered brutes are the worst kind of trouble. I have more unwelcome news. Our companions, Zadaza and Kirsteleth, have also gone missing. Zadaza went to conduct her own investigation. Kirsteleth decided to tag along. Really? I can't imagine that they'd be enthusiastic about helping us, but I suppose Zukas would know best. Before you go, would you mind sharing what you've learned with someone else? Cyrodiilic Collection's primary benefactor is just upstairs. Oh, goodness. I never even mentioned her before, did I? Her name is Cassandra, a wealthy antiquarian of great renown. She's been an invaluable partner, just like you. If you'll just follow me upstairs, I'll... Oh, wait. Here she is now.
Greetings. I am Cassandra. I regret that it's taken me so long to make your acquaintance. Famia told me all about your heroics in the Zanmir. Speaking of heroics, thank you for trying to find our lost explorers. Abducted by blackguards, were they? Very well. I do hope you will exercise caution. The blackguards are not particularly bright, but what they lack in intellect they make up for in brute strength. Our friend Zukas, for all his many virtues, is not a warrior. Yes, I'm familiar with Jaxic Orn, a very proud warrior. Hopefully, not too proud. If we have common cause with the Deadwater tribe, it only makes sense to cooperate. Compromise and collaboration rest at the very heart of all great endeavors. Blackguards. Unwelcome news, isn't it, Whiptail?
I'll handle it. Give me 2 hours.
No. Our new friend has the situation well in hand.
Welcome to my home, Biko. You arrived just in time. I arranged a meeting with my Deadwater friend, Jaxic Orn. She is very proud, so we must use a breeze-like touch. This will be a brief and probably bloody meeting if we do not. Cassandra, yes. You and Famia would have to speak to her, I guess. I am glad she sees the wisdom in talking to the Deadwater tribe. Cassandra has many flaws, but stupidity is not among them. You need me to describe them? She wears her flaws like I wear my feathers. Cassandra is Vexovite. You would say persnickety, I think? Well, you would probably not say that. That is a very stupid word. But you take my meaning. She is very particular. For Cassandra, all the world is a mess. She loves clean angles, good posture, fitting things snug in tiny boxes. It is a very dry way to live, but who am I to judge? She probably thinks I am lazy because I sleep 14 hours a day.
I see their approach. You make me wait too long, Zukas. The Deadwater tribe goes to war with the blackguards, yes. I hunt one of them even now. But we do not need or want your help. Now, go back to your coast town, Ogel. The swamp will eat you if you do not.
So, it is true. The Blackguards take hostages from the Deadwater tribe as well. As I said, Jaxic is very proud, but she would be a valuable ally if we could convince her to let us help. Too bad she runs away, yes? At least we have a lead. Yes, she said she was hunting a Blackguard even now, right? Did you see how her throat fins spread? How her pupils dilated and her tail stiffened as she turned to leave? Her prey is very, very close. We only need to follow her. We hunt the hunter. Scan the swamp for the bent reeds and broken fronds she leaves in her wake. The trail should eventually lead us to friend Jaxic and the Blackguard she hunts. Simple, I think. Crouch down, Biko. Look for bent stalks, torn leaves, or muddy prints. Should be easy. Jaxic Orn rarely sneaks around danger. She goes through it, always. Jaxic, approach carefully.
I grind my fangs. Following a Deadwater call is the act of a fool or a maniac. Sojay says fools and maniacs both bleed red. I will repeat myself. Once. I do not need your help. I hunt these Blackguards alone. Our business is settled. Leave. The Ogel stands its ground. Brave. Or stupid. A flock of flat-toothed Blackguards took refuge in this ravine. They snatched up some of my eggkin, your allies too, and threw them in cages. Now Sojay and I will hack these grills to pieces. I narrow my eyes. You and the Brightthroat wish to join me on this raid rather than pick the bones when the work is done. Fine. Burn the wagons. Smash their supplies. Kill any that oppose you. When all lies in ashes, we will speak again. You and Zukas so enjoy waggling your tongues. Fine. What do you wish to know? Sojay is my weapon, hewn from the bones and teeth of my fallen egg brother. Many beasts and Ogels have felt its bite. Now these Blackguard savages will feel it too. Talk? No. Sojay shouts, always. Blood, fear, glory. All is meat to Sojay. I tighten my fist. Blackguards are limp-tailed savages. Honorless Nagas mostly, who nest in Black Rose Prison. Cowards that value metal coins more than water. When they stray into Deadwater lands, we kill them. No. I will save these kidnapped warriors, but they will have much to answer for when they return to Deadwater Village. If Raj Kalseelan's temper flares, they may wish they had not been rescued at all. War Chief to the Deadwater tribe. He is old and ill-tempered. He forgives when it suits him, but it suits him rarely. There are few chiefs greater than Ceylon. Impatience bristles my quills. I am Jaxic Orn, Deadwater Call. You know this already. Why do you ask me to repeat something you already know? I blink my eyes. Zukas did not tell you more. That is surprising. Zukas never tires of talking. I am a warrior. Sojay and I hunt and kill the Deadwater tribe's many enemies. There is nothing more to say. Zukas and I are not friends. A Naga Call has no friends, only allies and prey. Zukas is often an ally, so he is permitted to speak in Deadwater Village. A great honor. He is rarely an ally in war, though. This is Hewe. Odd. And also annoying. Finally, you speak sense. Bare your fangs, Ojel. The hunt begins.
So it's a fight? I fight best from the shadows, Biko. I leave the direct approach to you.
You say? Just tell me where and when.
It's you! Thank Ifray! Please get us out of here!
Done, you mudlegs! Zadaza is done with this place. So, these dry skins are good for something after all.
I hate this swamp! I'm never coming back!
Step away, Bright Throat. This one belongs to the Deadwater tribe. This one is known to us, Ojel. A blackguard savage who led the raid on our people. Now in our Hist's mighty name, I will hack it dead. If you want to talk to it, be quick. Sojay is thirsty, and Sithis is waiting. I roll my eyes. Murder? When you gut a fish, is it murder? No. You only object because the fish walks upright and has a face. The Ojel is an animal. A foolish one. The Deadwater tribe does not suffer animals like this to live. I bare my teeth. A Naga prays for repercussions daily, outsider. Blackguards slither about in Deadwater territory often. Too often. Perhaps finding this Ojel in pieces will finally lure them into open combat. Then we will skin them like catfish.
As always, Jaxic's beady Naga eyes see only vengeance and mayhem. I see opportunity. This blackguard is a survivor. Survivors are useful. If she returns to her swordkin with tales of what she witnessed here, it could discourage future attacks. Ha! How quickly Jaxic forgets she is a kidnapper herself. The blackguards do not know the Deadwater tribe as I do. Let this dryskin tell her tale. By sparing one, we terrify 100. An ancient tactic, Biko, but very effective.
These Argonians are crazy! Please! You can't let them kill me! I surrendered! I had nothing to do with the abduction of that lizard's people! I swear it! How in oblivion should I know? Orders came down to watch the captives. I didn't ask why. Maybe I should have, but I've got a daughter at home. If I don't follow orders, she doesn't eat. I had nothing to do with the abductions. I'm telling the truth. Mahara's mercy. You'd let that Naga murder a prisoner. Just let me think. All right. There was an interrogator who grilled a few of the captives. Something about a remnant. Yes, the remnant of Argon. He was asking everyone about it, even the Nagas. Yes, some Argonian relic, maybe? I really have no idea what the remnant is. Word is, there's someone with a heavy purse willing to pay out a fortune for any information, but that's all I know. Please don't make my daughter an orphan.
This savage lies as easily as it breathes. Look at its eyes, the sweat on its brow. It stinks of deceit and cowardice. Now it speaks of the remnant of Argon. It must die. This Ogel is a liar and the spawn of liars. Now Sojay and I will kill it. I am not. You showed cunning in tracking me and strength during the raid. To see you falter now, in the face of some blubbering, treacherous dryskin, would turn my stomach. It says it has a daughter. It has killed many daughters. Now that ends.
So the blackguards seek the remnant. That is unwelcome news. Even so, killing a single bound prisoner will save no lives. Friend Jaxic thinks it is justice. It is not. Release the blackguard. Spare this one life, and we may save many more. I cannot be sure, but that is no bad thing. Nothing leads to more death than the need for certainty. You cut down many blackguards and laid waste to their operation. Let this dryskin describe it to her friends. Then they will know fear.
Brave, Ogel. But foolish.
Thank you. I'm finished with the blackguards. You have my word.
You made the right decision, Biko. Thank you. So, the Ogels have learned about the remnant of Argon. That is frustrating. something I cannot discuss, for now. Return to Famia and tell her this. She is a friend to the Saxleal, but the Remnant is not some stone cup or golden idol. It is something much greater and more dangerous.
I hiss with fury. How did these Ogel beasts learn about the Remnant?
We will find out, Jaxic, provided you do not kill them all.
You're back! Fabulous! Some of my missing friends already tracked me down, telling tales of a daring, fiery rescue. Marvelous! What happened out there? So the Deadwater tribe helped you after all? What a fascinating development. Between your heroism and Jaxic Orn's raw strength, I'm sure you showed those brutes what for. I hesitate to ask, but what did the blackguards learn about the Remnant? Well then, there's not a moment to lose. We will redouble our efforts. We cannot allow those thugs to claim something as valuable as the Remnant. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably discuss this matter with Cassandra. Oh, no surprise there. Even so, they must understand we only mean to help. Zukas knows my motives are pure, and this Deadwater warrior proved she's willing to collaborate when the situation requires it. We'll win them over. I'm sure of it.
So, you return victorious. You have my most sincere gratitude, and that of the explorers you rescued. Now, as to the blackguards, we should assume that they learned a great deal from our friends and the Deadwater warriors. Wouldn't you agree? Unfortunate. I can tell you as an expert of Argonian archaeology, the idea of one of those ignorant thugs handling such a valuable antiquity makes me very uncomfortable. Did they mention why they seek this thing? I have some experience with wealth. Jangling gold in front of a pack of cutthroats is an act of crude desperation. This person is either a fool or a victim of some obsession. In either case, we cannot let this remnant fall into their hands. We can discuss that in a moment. First, we owe you a significant sum. It's only right that we settle the books on that first. I hope this is sufficient. I assure you, there will be much more if you choose to join us. Once again, you have my thanks. You've done a great deal for us already. I wonder if you're willing to do a bit more. While Famia has proven a steadfast companion, I believe our current predicament requires someone a bit more adroit when things take a turn for the perilous. I do. One of your native companions warned you off of it, didn't they? Believe me, I sympathize. But despite my lifestyle, I'm still an Argonian, one with ample means. Who would I be if I didn't use that wealth to help my people? Yes, you are clearly the best at what you do. I can think of no one more qualified to lead this endeavor. You and Zukas have grown close, correct? He knows a great deal about the Remnant, I'm sure. Please, convince him we only want to help. Thank you for your efforts thus far, and your achievements to come. I have business in Alton Mirhil. Perhaps we can reconvene there once you've made your inquiries with Zukas. It is. I spent the greater part of my youth in Cyrodiil. Taking on Imperial dress, name, and customs made things easier. Of course, it makes things here in Murkmire more complicated. One of my life's many ironies. No, I was hatched in Morrowind. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate. It was a very difficult time, one best forgotten. As my native eggkin say, best to let it pass. The antiquities market. No surprise there, I'm sure. I know I'm a bit starchy now, but in my youth, I was quite the explorer. I discovered several untouched Ayleid ruins and auctioned their treasures for a tidy sum. Hardly. The Ayleids treated my ancestors very poorly. I prefer to think of this as simple reparations. In any case, my business interests are purely philanthropic now. Like Famia, I only seek to preserve Argonian relics for future generations. It is, in fact. You have a very keen eye. You should know that the crystal was a tremendous discovery. Vaka stones like this one are very difficult to come by.
Ah, Biko. I would be lying if I said this is unexpected. Welcome to my home, Brightthroat Village. Cozier than Lilmuth, I think. What brings you? Let me hazard a guess. Of course you do. This matter of the Remnant, you must understand, it is fragile as a marsh robin's egg. Even so, I trust your heart, and truthfully, we could use the help. Brightthroats are negotiators, not warriors, and war is brewing. All answers lie with the Hist. It is just a matter of hearing what it has to say. Chimemaker Shuvu can help us. Our Hist speaks through the wind, you see. Its words rustle through the boughs, and our chimes sing out its counsel. Poetic, right? Old Shuvu spends his time in the Glade of Chimes, to the west of the village. In my youth, I would spend all my time listening to the chimes. It is a very good place. If you go there now, I will join you. You will like Chimemaker Shuvu, I think. Very wise and very pleasant. Like one of your gray-muzzled bark dogs. Let's make our way to the glade. The Remnant. It is not a thing known, but a thing felt. Like rain on the shoulders, or a brief whiff of cinnamon grass. Difficult to explain to outsiders, I think. Ha, this is fair. When I was a hatchling, a very old Nahish elder told me a story about a lost tribe, one that lived far away in houses of stone. She did not speak about the Remnant, but its name swelled in my heart. I do not know why. My knowing tree is barren. Sorry, Biko. Better to learn these things together anyway. For you, at least. Just think, if I knew where the remnant was, I would probably have hidden it by now. Then you would never get to see it.
Is that? Ha! Little Zukas, come to visit your old friend in the Glade of Chimes? He is always so busy now. I recall when he stood only as tall as the Kepo grass. And you, blackguard slayer, what can this stiff-legged crafter do for you? Remnant of... My. This is no small question, Zuka's friend. Look around you. Each of these chimes sing out a tangle of melodies, but only one tangle. One chime speaks of eggs and hatching, another jangles about death and journey's ends. Ha! The Ogel is clever, Zukas. Yes, my hands gave birth to every chime you hear. But the remnant? Only one chime can sing its truth. One made by sun-blessed hands in an old time. Older than my egg mother's egg mother. A chime as old as our tribe. Locked away. Hidden under mud in lost memories. Understand, our exiles did not want this truth drifting free on the wind. But Zukas trusts you, so I will trust you. Go to the Wither Vault, claim the chime. We will learn its truth together. The Wither Vault is well north of the village. I would guide you, but my knees grow stiff as kindling wood. Little Zukas can aid you, I have no doubt. Be warned, even bright throats who know the mire like their own scales face danger there. Since before he hatched, I called him the Little Stump. He would plant himself at the foot of the listening tree and stare up at the branches, listening, always listening. I thought he might take my place one day. You should ask him. Treeminder Pavu saw the old sap in Zukas. She made him a root herald, and his days grew short and lean like an underfed guar. Eventually, he had no time to listen anymore. All is as the Hist wishes it to be. One day, when he has grown old and thin like me, he may return to the glade. Until then, he does the tribe's work. There is no shame in that. None at all.
I fear we will find more than the chime inside this vault. Be careful. The Nahish elders never speak of this place, not even to me. Stay watchful, Biko. I hear something. The chimes. They sing without wind. Just ahead. Kaok, I hate this. Good work, Biko. Let us get back to Brightthroat Village.
A beast nesting in the Wither Vault, soiling the chime. My rage quill is engorged.
Be calm, old Shuvu. No one wants to see that.
The wind welcomes you, Zuka's friend. You have the remnant chime? Please, settle an old lizard's spines. The beast Zukas mentioned, it did not gnaw or shed water on it, right? Hist be praised. Take the chime to the listening tree and hang it there. When you are ready, clutch this prayer stone and focus. If your cause is just, the Hist will answer. If not, I guess we have to find a better place to bury this chime. Center yourself in the glade and focus the remnant's mystery on the prayer stone. We seek your guidance and ask the blessing of your song. Sap Mother, Bow Father, please hear our petition and speak the remnant's truth. I hear nothing. A tangle of whispers, nothing more.
That can't be. Wait, I hear it, Shuvu. I hear it. The Hist sings the remnant's truth.
Truly? Ha! Ah, little Zukas, I knew you had a chime maker's heart. Come, tell us what you hear.
I am confused. Shuvu is the wisest listener in the tribe. How could he hear nothing when I heard it so clearly? He is very old. Maybe he just needs his ear cavity flushed. Smoke of stars to see what once was seen. Sunless sap to hear what once was heard. A bramble of words. I appreciate the Hist's poetry, but this is not an ideal time for it, I think. I do not know. Hopefully Shuvu can teach me how to decipher the words. It will take time, but I will find you if I learn more. Perhaps friend Famia could help also? Or Cassandra. They both know the marsh's stone secrets. They could prove useful.
By the Hist, whatever will I do?
Oh, hello. Cassandra said you'd be here. There's news. Well, you certainly have a spring in your step. Your work with the Bright Throats went well, I take it. Splendid! Following another lead on the Remnant, or potential lead, someone she worked with before she started funding Cyrodiilic collections, I don't know much more. She asked me to tell you to join them when I saw you, so I suppose you should do that. West of here, near that spooky prison. Honestly, I missed most of it. Too preoccupied by her bodyguard. Something about how he looks at me. Gives me the shivers, you know? But we have better things to discuss. What did you learn with Zukas? Ritual Argonian poetry. The words are common, but the meter is all wrong. There's more to it. Missing verses, perhaps? Well, truthfully, Cassandra is the authority on that sort of thing. You should set out. I'll try to dig up a few relevant texts. Smoke and sunless sap. Strange that the Bright Throat's hist would speak in such dour terms. Maybe it describes some dark age. The Alessian incursion of the First Era? Or perhaps a dark age yet to come. Egads, let's hope it's not that. Ugh, I wish I knew. He's just the worst, right? She hired him maybe 6 months ago? I don't think Cassandra's ever received a credible threat to her life, but he's always there, leering at us. Maybe she'll sack him now that you're here. Fingers crossed. Cassandra summoned me. Honestly, it's nice to get out of the office from time to time. Thought I might take in a Tiba Inu match while I'm here. I guess it'll have to wait. I need to get back to Lomoth to research this poem of yours. Oh, they're mostly fine, if a little shaken up. A few of them have sworn off exploring for good. Hard to blame them, I guess. Luckily, Zadaza chose to stay on. She would never let her career end with an abduction. Far too proud for that.
It's no use. Pockets have been picked clean.
Nothing is ever that simple. Good, you're here. You found us. Good. As you can see, we've met with some difficulty. I apologize for the unsightliness. Were your inquiries in Brightthroat Village fruitful? Murder, apparently. The victim was Hitsasi, a former associate. Not so pleasant or learned as Famia, but still useful in his own way. He traveled in less reputable circles. I had hoped he could shed some light on the blackguard's plans. That is what we are trying to determine. Whatever happened, it was neither clean nor brief. What a waste. If the blackguards came after him, Hitsasi must have known something about the Remnant after all. Look around and see what you can find. What have you found? Show them to me, if you would. pages torn from Hitsatsi's journal. I do not mean to speak ill of the dead, but I must admit some surprise. He never struck me as someone committed enough to keep a journal. If he knew about the Remnant, this could prove invaluable. So, the Blackguards have learned what we already know. The truth of the Remnant cannot be torn from my eggkin because they do not know it. Only their tribal relics can provide the answers. How did you learn the Brightthroat's riddle? You see, the voice of the Hist needs a conduit, some physical means of communication. The Blackguards failed to acquire the Brightthroat's chime, but they clearly mean to steal some relic from the Deadwater tribe. Bold. Or spectacularly stupid. Precisely. You know one of the tribe's calls, don't you? Jaxic Orn, if I recall correctly. Find her and plead our case. If the Deadwater tribe has some way of learning more about the Remnant, we need to find it before the Blackguards do. Safe travels. When you've concluded your business with the Deadwater tribe, meet me back at Cyrodiila Collection's headquarters in Lilmuth. We're getting close. I can almost feel it. Please, don't mistake my stoic demeanor for a lack of enthusiasm. All of this is tremendously exciting. But, in answer to your inquiry, yes, the primacy of these relics is a thrilling discovery. It supports a theory of mine about the Hist. Well, I wrote a treatise on the subject some years ago, a brisk 400 pages. But I suppose I can give you a summary. Argonians share a special relationship with their Hist. They hear its will, taste its decrees. Yes, well, that's just it. I can't hear the Hist. When I place my hands on the Hist's bark or rest in the shadow of its boughs, I hear nothing. No whispers, no faint smells or soothing tones. Just silence. Deafening silence. Thank you. I admit the silence troubles me, but do you see? My eggkin sometimes need intermediaries too. With these antiquities, the chimes, the Deadwater relic, and eventually the Remnant itself, perhaps I'll finally hear something.
I suppose I could use another break.
Take pride in your work, I always say.
I grind my fangs. This is a desecration.
Fully cool, sweet drink.
I'll be at this again tomorrow.
I narrow my eyes. I know what you seek. You and the Blackguards both. Sojay and I hack and cleave and stab, yet more Ojels swim over our borders every day. All looking for the remnant of Argon. I must find it first. I will find it first. I consider. We killed many savages together. We will do so again. If the Hist thinks you are worthy of Remnant secrets, you will survive. If not, so be it. I hunt Blackguards. They skulk around our village, yanking up our grave stakes like salt daisies. I arch my brow ridge. Special. Yes. Our grave stakes do not just pin the dead to their resting place. Each tells a story, some as old as the tribe itself. Some of our greatest Rajkals even had the honor of using a hiss bow to make their stakes. Yes. All the more reason to hack these blackguards dead. Meet me in the swamp east of the village. Our quarry is there. Many unstaked bog blights also. Freed from their dead sleep by those thieving savages. Bare your fangs, Ojel. Time for war.
I suppose I could use another break. This is taking longer than I'd planned.
Here already. You are swift, Ojel. I will give you that. But enough flattery, I think. From now on, all is war talk. We seek the grave stakes of several Deadwater Carls, and vengeance. I know how we can claim both. The blackguards steal our fallen eggkin's grave stakes without regard for the stake's purpose. Now, the rivers choke on bog blights, dead and not dead things that eat Nagas whole. With cunning, we will see to it that they eat only blackguards. The blackguard savages build ponjis. This word means fumers. Racks of oily, spoiled meat that keep the bog blights off their scent. As we recover the grave stakes, destroy the fumers. The dead not dead will find our enemies and do the rest. This time we attack as one. One serpent, two heads. A single spear ant means nothing, but a hive means death. A bog blight is nothing to us alone, but when they gather in great numbers, great danger. Great glory also for those who fight them. My egg brother Sojay fell to the bog blights. Do not be. It was a glorious battle. And he fights with me still, you see. For the Deadwater, death is certain. But death brings new life. As shield and bow, or axe and knife. In time, the soul moves on. Everything changes, but nothing ends. I curl my lips. Poetic. Another word for soft, I think. Soft words belong to bright throats like Sukas. Enough egg gazing, we have work to do.
I almost feel sorry for the tribal Argonians. Almost.
Good. The bog blights will feast on this camp soon enough. Well done. Now travel north. We will raid their main encampment and finish this.
Over here, Ojel.
I know I spoke of fighting as one, but these two were too loud and foolish. Sojay and I had to kill them. Before they died, they spoke of the Remnant and the Hist Woodgrave stakes. One shouted at the other about a relic they could not find. The grave stake of a Chronokal, the great Deadwater war chief called Etra of the Many Spears. Few Deadwater warriors rival Etra. He is Wutum. You would say legend, I think. I blink my eyes. Maybe. Reading Azulvat is Gravesinger work. We cannot know until we claim the stake. You will have to fight him for it. All Deadwater Khals know Etra's resting place. Look west and follow the ridgeline. His tomb is there. My tail sinks. Etra is buried in the Tomb of Many Spears, an unclean place. Vahat, or taboo in the Dry Tongue. Sojay and I cannot fight there, but you can. If you can pry the stake away from Etra, bring it to the Gravesinger's lodge. I will reclaim your body and make a helm of your skull. You have earned that, at least. Why do you slump? Bristle your war spines. Etra was a legend, true. But what you fight is not Etra. It is the pieces not needed, bound together by slime and old-time magic. A beast to crush and cleave. Take your weapon and strike true. A call has no tongue for stories. But I will do my best. The Nahish elders say that Etra had a soul older than the tribe. Even before he hatched, the egg handlers heard him chanting from inside his tiny shell. Blood, death, glory. I shake my head. A hero to us. Not to you, I think. Etra rolled across the marsh like a thunderhead, felling great trees, slaying huge beasts, and eating the hearts of great warriors. Often, Etra would take his opponent's grave stakes as a trophy. He stored them in the great stone vault that eventually became his tomb. The place where you will face him. The Tomb of Many Spears. One dark day, a great slime claimed the vault. When Etra learned of this, he grew furious and attacked. He did not. He died in glory. Many great Deadwater Khals raided the tomb, seeking pieces of Etra. bones or sinew to make mighty weapons. They all died. Now their corpses, and what remains of Etras, stalk the tomb forever. Like I said, Vahat. I roll my eyes. If you do not hurry, I will end up telling the story of the slow-legged Ogel who lost the remnant of Argon. Go now. Be swift.
I'm in the middle of something.
Then, is it Etra's story on the gravestake? Or the Hist's?
Both, my Khal. What is our story, if not the story of the Hist?
I see them return. You destroyed Etra? Good. Let that victory rattle the roots. Gravesinger Kiat tells me what we seek is not in the gravestake symbols, but in the wood itself. I do not know how to read wood, but he says I must. I shake my head. It is a gravestake like the others. I do not even know what to look for. The symbols are worn. But wait. I see it. In the grain. In the whorls and knots. The remnant. It swims in the wood. I can almost touch it. Patience! There are words. In a garden in a maw of stone. Yes, that is all. I see nothing more. This is what we hunted for. A garden. I hiss fire. Why could it not be more simple? Kaok. There must be more. What do you know that we do not? What is us? The Bumbler, Famia, Zukas, the dry-scale Cassandra. A nest of weak spines and Ogel treachery. I will not. I am sorry. The Deadwater are a suspicious people. But you deserve my respect. And my trust. I will join you in Lilmuth.
Please, you must understand. We only seek the remnant to... there you are. Thank Mara you're here. I haven't seen a gathering go this poorly since my sister Concordia's 7th birthday. Marinus put slugs in her pudding. I can still hear the screams. Whew. For the record, I did offer tea, but what's needed is answers. A location, clearly. But a location for what? I did some more research on the first riddle. The one about smoke and sap, remember? Well, after combing through a half-dozen dissertations, I'm pretty confident it's referring to a dream wallow. It's an Argonian religious practice. Sort of. I've never witnessed one myself, but they typically involve a period of isolation and exposure to potent, mind-altering herbs. According to the text, a dream wallower can see things beyond the physical. Yes. Now if we could wait. A garden in a maw of stone? Of course! That's gotta be the Swallowed Grove! The Rionwo! A dream wallow in the Swallowed Grove. What could be more exciting? We should discuss this with Cassandra right away.
The Rionwo. Many strange things stalk the Swallowed Grove, Bigos.
Strange or not, Sojay and I will kill anything that threatens the Remnant. Anything.
A dream wallow in the Swallowed Grove. Fascinating. And timely. Very well done, both of you. Immediately. I hate to set out in such a hurry, as careless haste can be fatal in this profession. Unfortunately, we cannot afford to wait. Thank you for all you've done, my friend. The remnant of Argon is almost within our grasp. Just look at us. A bright-throat negotiator, a Deadwater Call, an alley tough Naga, 2 scholars and a hero. As unlikely a party as any I've seen before. I can only hope that discovering the Remnant will tighten these bonds of fellowship. The Grove is north of Alton Mirhalil, tucked away near a roaring waterfall if memory serves. I will make my personal ferry available to all here assembled. Join us, or walk if you prefer. I'd only ask that you avoid any unnecessary delays. Long years of bitter disappointment have trained me to measure my expectations. We will find something in the Grove, I am certain of it. But this Dream Wallow business... The Hist will not make this easy. Not for you, and certainly not for me. Make whatever preparations you must, Famia. The time has come. There! The entrance to the Swallowed Grove!
What is that?
Did you hear something?
What are you two talking about?
I hear voices. Do you not hear them?
I'm sorry, Zukas. No, I hear nothing. Can you describe...
Famia, we haven't the time. If we are this close to the Remnant, others may be as well. Come. All right, we've arrived. What next?
Something in the Grove is linked to the Remnant. It is just a matter of finding it, I think.
A hunt, then. Good. Whatever speaks to the Remnant here, Sojay and I will find it.
And there she goes. She is not wrong. We will cover more ground if we split up. If I see anything, I will find you.
Very well. You and Famia go ahead. Whiptail and I will follow in a moment.
I hear something. Is that creaking? Please say it's not skeletons. Skeletons! Oh, Mara's mercy. I'm no mage, but these do seem different, don't they? They're not feral, it's like they're guarding something.
Pico, over here. I found something. The root bleeds slow and dry, but this is definitely deep sap. We Brightthroats use this in our dream wallows. I think this is no coincidence. Hist roots stretch very far, Pico, deep down into the heart of Zalnern and out into distant lands. I cannot say what tribe serves this Hist, but the message is clear. The deep sap is here so we can take it for your dream wallow. Yes, many things feel uncertain, but your role pounds like a drum in my mind. The deep sap is for you. The dream wallow is for you. With the Hist, some things are certain. I could try to explain it, but this is like trying to explain how to breathe underwater to someone who is not a fish. I mean no offense. As not fish go, you are one of the best.
Ojel, this way. Star blossoms, do you see? I spread my truth spines. All doubt is dead. The Hist's will is clear. The flowers. Flowers do not speak. Do not be weird. The Hist speaks. In Deadwater Land, we burn star blossoms. Their smoke leads us to the Dream Wallow. They are rare as snow in summer, yet here they are. Tell me, did Zukas find something too? I nod my head. Then our course is clear. The Deadwater Way and the Brightthroat Way will join, like blood and water. A dream wallow unlike any we have seen before. Zukas and I will guide you down this third path. I know it is what the Hist demands. As for what it will do to you, that is a question for a tree minder or a Nahi stream talker. I am neither. This wallow leads to the remnant, I am certain. We have the ingredients. You must provide the bravery. We should find the others. I will search one way, you search another.
We are here. No one is harmed, I hope?
We're fine, thank you. Did you find something? You all seem quite motivated.
Star blossoms and deep sap. For the Dream Wallow. I feel pain in my throat when I say it, but Famia was right.
Why, thank you, Jaxigorn. The inscription on this door. The dreaming nest is just through here. I'm certain.
Then that is where we go.
Air's a bit thick, isn't it?
Come, no more delays. So this is the Dreaming Nest. Yet another dead end.
There is more here than you think, Cassandra. The Dream Wallow will clear the waters. You will see.
Breathe deep, Ojel. We will watch over you, but you walk the path alone.
The mural. It bears the image of a hunting party. What does it say to you?
Stop dragging your tail, Mateen. The hunting party waits for you at the bone camp. We have a surprise for you.
What is happening to them, Famia?
I heard a name. Mateen. I think our friend is reliving an ancient Argonian's memories.
To hunt is to know patience, Root Brother. But where is Uraz?
Uraz is not with you. He did not come with us.
No matter. We flushed Fat Gixley as you asked, Floxu.
Kaok! I nearly forgot. It is time for your Chukasay, Mateen. Pierce the heart of Fat Gixley, and the tribe will see you are full grown at last.
I see nothing, Famia. Is it a hallucination or an actual vision of the past?
Both, perhaps? I can only see the edges. Smoke and whispers, but what our friend is experiencing, it's real enough.
But where is the remnant?
Well fought, Mateen. But Uraz is still not here. I do not like this. Let us find him.
We came here to find the remnant, Famia, not to hear mumbling about some hatchling's name day.
I'm sorry, Cassandra. It's very hazy. There must be something here. Something we're meant to see.
A Wamasu hunt hardly seems relevant. What could it possibly have to do with the relic?
I think we're about to find out.
Uraz! He's... outsider! Did you do this?
Ah, another soul for our harvest? Delightful. Soldiers! More of these lizards lurk in the swamp nearby, no doubt. Take them, alive. After all, we'll need guides to their...
What did you say? Something about the Aliads?
I believe so. Yes, the ancient Barsabic Aliad elves. I had no idea they made it this far south. Then perhaps the remnant isn't Argonian at all. Perhaps it's an Aliad artifact. We must learn more.
Come, quickly. The village bleeds. We pushed the Aliads back, but our warriors bear new scars. Our sap speaker calls for aid. Several members of her sacred clutch remain. Find them, Mateen, and bring them here.
Honay! Are you out there?
Matim, I cannot find Honay anywhere. I shout my throat dry, but she does not come. I will go nowhere without my heart rose. I will only fight with Honay at my side. We were separated in the attack. I cut down 3 invaders, but lost Honay in the smoke. She is hiding somewhere, I think. Or injured. Please, Matim, help me look for her.
Casa Jean, I am sorry.
Where is she? Where is Honay? She did not. Oh no. No, no, no. We were going to travel to visit Rootkin near Gideon. She cannot be dead. I do not believe you. I made this for her. She would never let it fall from her wrist. She really is gone. Please, leave me. Help the others. I need to be alone.
Three against one, honorless greels. My thanks, Matim. Now, I must find Raj Kaldruzith.
These Argonians. They bested the Aliens?
Yes. It was costly, though. Ugh. I smell smoke and taste blood in my mouth.
Perhaps the Remnant helped them?
This is everyone? All you could find? It will have to do. The sap speaker calls for aid. The 4 of you must...
They are coming! They are coming! The elves! More come, Rashkal! Hundreds more!
How? We slaughtered them here like hogfish.
That was only the first wave.
Kaok. Fine. Fall back to the Hist. We fight and die in its shadow. Bare your fangs, Rootkin.
Yes, by all means, bare your fangs. I wouldn't want this to be too easy. Have you forgotten the laws of the hunt so soon? Prey is supposed to run.
Still nothing about the Remnant? I am well acquainted with delays, but even my patience has limits.
There must be a connection.
Matim, our time runs dry. The sap speaker calls for you, and you alone. Go!
The Ayleid savages approach, but the Hist provides. A seed of our tribe. A refuge for the souls of our people. Creating this relic is our tribe's last hope. You must find the root's courage and keep the elves from interfering. Trust in the Hist. Here they come. Protect the calls. Press on! We must be victorious!
Enough! I will pry your secrets free personally!
We can do this. Keep up the defense.
You cannot win, Lizard! Submit! You haven't stopped me!
Come, warrior. The trouble tide recedes, but it will crash again soon. Matim who is not. At last. The sight of you warms my scales. I feared you would not come, but I was wrong to worry. The Hist, in its wisdom, always provides. In this place, even the keenest eyes see little but embers of the truth, Rootmender. Here, we see with our souls. But these are questions for a dozing time. This moment demands action. You seek the seed, correct? What you call it matters little. The seed, this remnant, waits in a dark and quiet place, and our souls hide within it. It calls for a protector, a guide, and a mender that might lift it high and release its spirits in the bright yellow sun. I offer you my staff, a branch of great power. It will guide you to us. Many brambles and snares remain, Rootmender. Betrayal, battle, and sacrifice. But the Hist knows your heart and your strength. In time, you shall find what you seek. The shell of the dream grows thin, Rootmender. Soon it will crack. If you have questions, ask them now. The death of our tribe, and the creation of the remnant of Argon. The Ayleid elves, with their whitestone hearts, brought steel and nightmare magics to Murkmire. Their leader coveted our souls and their secrets. So with his staff, he claimed them. No, he will survive, and his reign here will bring a rainstorm of sorrows. But all is as it must be. The strongest crops grow from fire-lit soil. So it is with the seed. your remnant. For a miracle to occur, there must first be sorrow. It provides a refuge for the souls of our tribe, a safe place to weather the storm. But it has slept too long, and the Hist that cares for it withers away. You must find the remnant. Find us. With your aid, both Hist and remnant will wake and thrive. Both, and neither. Tell me, Rootmender, which do you believe is true? Is this a Dream Wallow vision? Is it real? The narrow reed you call real cannot hold the Hist's truth, Rootmender. Real, illusion, dream, waking. These are the words that keep our bellies to the mud. We are safe there, yes, but we cannot see very far. Today, you see very far indeed. You are welcome. Do not be discouraged. Uncertainty is no bad thing.
This staff. It is the key to the remnant of Argon, isn't it? Then it seems our time together has come to an end. This paralytic should keep you here for a time. Please know I hold you in the highest respect. Farewell.
Move it, Famia.
Biko, I am sorry to have left you, but I had to give chase. Cassandra took the staff, a gift of the Dream Wallow, and the key to the remnant of Argon, yes? I grew too weary, but Jaxic still chases them like a stiff wind, I think. She did. Cassandra seeks to claim the remnant for herself. I extend the quill of deep surprise. That is a joke. You saw the remnant's history, a seed born in blood and sorrow. It cannot belong to Cassandra. We must stop her before it is too late. Cassandra moves quickly for a Lukiel of her age. She has more sap in her than I expected. Friend Jaxic will fight Cassandra and Whiptail alone if she catches them. On any other day, I think she would win. But with this staff, what should we do? Very well, but someone needs to send word of Cassandra's treachery back to Lilmuth and the tribal villages. If she unleashes some ancient power, all should be prepared. I move swiftly in the rivers. I will find you again once I am finished. Jaxic chases her prey into the deep mire, northeast of here. It is an old fear place, Biko. No Saxhleel hunts there, not even the bravest Khals. This will not stop Jaxic. Naga fury makes her strong, but also reckless. She will need your help. Be swift. Friend Jaxic would build a ladder to fight the sun if it crossed her. An endearing quality that will someday get her killed. Hopefully, today is not the day. The sap speaker said that the souls of her tribe nest inside the remnant, right? If Cassandra could claim the souls of an entire tribe, she might find some way to rule them, to twist them to serve some dark purpose. We cannot let that happen. Perhaps, but the result of a fight like that might lead to even more horrors. A tribe of angry souls set loose upon a cruel manipulator. Might they take on an aspect of her cruelty? Or return to the Hist, resentful and suspicious? Who can say?
Zuth! How many of you must I kill? Ojel, I hiss fire. I nearly caught that Lukiel hag, Cassandra. But blackguards emerged from all sides. Sojay and I cannot kill these grills fast enough. We will never catch up at this rate. Keok. Yes, from the beginning. I will not say I told you so. You remember her limp-tailed toady, Whiptail? He is one of them. Now he and his savages escort Cassandra and block our pursuit. You are right. But something... As soon as I arrived here in the Deepmire, the Hist started whispering to me, trying to dull my fury, urging patience and trust. I hate it. But my tongue wanders and the trail goes cold. We must resume the hunt. I shake my head. You expect me to describe the withered heart of some scheming Lukiel? She is a savage, and the offspring of savages. I hear she complains that the Hist does not speak to her. It does not speak because she is not worthy. I tighten my fist. In the beginning, she may have used it to force open the doors to the Hist. To make the Hist speak to her as it speaks to us. But now, I think she means to use its power to dominate us. It is not like the swamplands you know. Old Sithis stalks here, and unhappy spirits watch your every move. A bad place. If you fall here, you fall to the void. So do not fall. A claw for memories. Something you saw during the dream wallow, maybe. I recall little shadows and the taste of blood and smoke. Cling to whatever memories you can. They will serve you well, I think. I shake my head. No. Only her tracks. I can tell you, she struggles to keep up and turns back often. Perhaps to see if we follow. She has the heart of a hatchling, not a betrayer. If Cassandra turns on her, she will not last long.
You look surprised. I told you, I swim like a harpoon fish. Typically, a nap follows, but that will have to wait. You found Jaxic. Good. All are warned of Cassandra's treachery. Many Saxley'll come to aid us, but they will arrive too late, I think. So, she was in league with them the whole time? That dries my scales. In small numbers, they pose little threat, but with a mind like Cassandra's and the remnant in hand, maybe Jaxic already killed them all and I worry without cause. The village the Hist showed you in the Dream Wallow, maybe? Old Shuvu told me of a village in the Deepmire, but to reach it, we must traverse the Snake Means Death City, Zul'Thuzis. I wish it were not so, but we have little choice. Let us go.
Norgvos. Warning stones. Our old kin built them to keep the Saxhleel away. But we will use them to guide us instead. Fear is for our enemies. They will know it soon. It was a mistake to challenge us.
The Blackguard's nest in Zul'Thuzis? Are they mad?
Mad or not, Sojay and I will hack them dead. And now you fall. Quiet. I hear something.
You! Drink of this scorn. Been too long.
Get your hands off me! Where is Cassandra?
Well, she left you in my capable hands, sweetheart. You made the mistake of not being useful anymore.
The next arrow goes right in your knee.
I've got a use for you.
I'm not going anywhere with you!
Oh,
Is that
it's
how
a
it
chase
goes for
then.
me?
Good.
I'll leave the
No
race.
fun without a struggle.
Strongest
Get
among
after her, boys! Take her to the sacrificial chamber!
Cassandra cannot be far. She hopes to delay us by putting friend Famia in danger, I think. Sooth, come. Let's find another way into the deeper ruins.
Have you read Investigator? Don't let her catch me anytime.
Hungry. I'm as tight as a shoestring after that last raid.
Cassandra!
So, you made it this far. Impressive. Alas, you have another engagement. Follow me and Famia dies.
I grind my fangs. The only death that is certain is yours.
Enough theatrics, Jaxic Orn. The Hist allowed me to acquire this staff. Surely you wouldn't fight the will of the Roots.
Now you mock the Hist. I will cut that dry tongue out of your lying throat.
Wait! Jaxic! Kaok, you go save friend Famia from that crazy Naga. I will try to keep Jaxic alive.
Mercy, help! Anyone, please!
I've been waiting for this a long time. Come on!
Thank you. That madman deserved nothing less. Come on, there's an exit this way.
Can you not hear it? It rattles my fangs.
I do, Jaxic, but you must breathe. Ah, Biko. And friend Famia? Thank the Hist. You dealt with that snake Whiptail, yes? Good. My belly churned with worry for friend Famia, and for you. We have less good news. We used the waterways and nearly caught Cassandra, but she escaped. We nearly had her. Our claws reached for her throat, but suddenly, Jaxic cried out and collapsed. I could not find the will to leave her behind. Like she always says, I have the underbelly of a soft-shell crab. You would not know it in speaking with her, but Jaxic is not so cruel as she seems. She feels things very deeply, deeper even than me. The air in this temple is thick with memories, and she hears them all. Yes, she mutters about the tree that guided us. She says it is very close. I do not wish for Cassandra to claim the remnant, but we must find this dreaming tree. Haste has profited us very little. We should slow down and listen to the Hist. In the Dream Wallow, your other self dwelt in a village of stone, with a great Hist tree at the center. The Ayleid elves attacked the village, seeking Argonian souls at first, then the tree's secrets later. This is the Hist that guides us. Yes, the remnant was born there, and it sleeps there still. I sense that the Ayleids failed to claim it, but with the power of the Sap Speaker's staff, Cassandra may succeed.
Come. It is this way.
And there she goes again.
Is she gonna be all right?
Yes, friend Famia. This is the will of the Hist. You will see, I think.
Remarkable. This is the village you saw in your dream wallow, right?
Yes. What is left of it, anyway?
Well, I'm no arborist, but there's definitely something wrong with that history. It can't be dead, can it?
No, but it struggles for wakefulness. It gives everything to the remnant.
Well, it really is something.
Yes, it is.
I flare my nostrils and fill my lungs. Do you smell it, Ojel? The dryness of the branches, the loosening of the soil. This hist slumbers like the dead, but it is not dead yet. Its strength lies in the remnant, in the souls of its tribe. It will. The remnant is very, very close. Deep beneath our feet, cradled in vines and moss. You have seen its resting place before, in your dream wallow. A cavern of roots and stone. So Jay and I want to go with you, but we cannot. Zukas and I, we set our roots here. I cannot explain it in the dry tongue. It is like the sun rising or the rivers flowing downstream. It simply is. Zukas and I watch over the tree because we must. You find the remnant because you must. I know, but you will not need it. Take Famia with you to the Zanmir east of here. Keep her safe. She wears the skin of man, but the Hist knows her heart. The two of you will stop Cassandra. I believe this. So should you.
They're not coming with us, are they? Goodness. Just when you think you know everything there is to know about the Bright Throats and the Deadwater, they throw you for another loop. These Murkmire Argonians are remarkable people. You and me? Oh, goodness, what could I possibly do? You're the hero. I'm just the oft-imperiled bookworm. Even so, I would trust Zukas with my life. Jaxigorn, too. If they say we go together, then we go together. If that's all right with you, I mean. Stopping Cassandra won't be simple. With the Sap Speaker staff and such a long head start... No. Can't think like that. I'm here to supply valuable historical information and boundless optimism. So that's what I'll do! Well, I should tell you, we've officially left the realm of verified research and entered the world of legend and wild-eyed conjecture. If that last ruin was Zul Thusis, then this next Zanmir must be Vakabak, the Bowl of the Sun, I think. I think they're right. Aside from the word of the Hist, which I've learned is very persuasive, legends say that the Vakabak Zanmir holds a great treasure. It has to be the remnant. Now, we should get moving, right? We've got to stop Cassandra. I'm right behind you, friend. Let's just hope we can still catch up to Cassandra. I guess you're hoping I'll say yes, right? Honestly, I hope it doesn't come to that, but Cassandra was ready to let me die just to keep you off her trail. She's not the person I thought she was. You'll do what you have to. I'll stand by you. An Ayleid gate? How long did those invaders stay in Murkmire? Never mind. It must need a Welkin stone to function. Let's have a look around. It's sticky, but it should do the trick. Let's place it in the sconce near the gate. That should open the way. It worked! I guess we should see where it leads. Mara's mercy! The Ayleids that slaughtered the Dreaming Hist's tribe built all this? Well, they must have been here for centuries. Wait, I hear something. Cassandra! What did she do to the staff? Is that the Kajinjat crystal?
It is Famia, and I would be lost without it. Farewell.
Cassandra, wait! So, she found a use for the Kajinjat crystal after all. Damn! Oh, goodness, language. Sorry, I meant no. No! I did mean it! Damn! Without an empowered Vaka crystal of that scale, we're stuck here. No, it won't work. Did you see how the gate glowed yellow as she walked through it? And how these stones lit up as she passed? Somehow, I think this gate only responds to Argonian Vaka stones. Stones like the Kajinjat crystal. I thought I was supposed to supply the optimism. You're right, of course. We just need to find one that's been soaking up the sun's rays. Have a look around. I'll stay here and try to puzzle out another method, in case you come up empty-handed.
After all this time, this is all we could manage. A lifeless vault of gateways availing us nothing.
My lord, we have carved a golden path to the very frontiers of magical praxis. The Nexus is austere, yes, but...
You mean to convince me to abandon my search, don't you? The power of the Hist, the power of the Remnant dwarves your golden path. I will claim the tree's power, no matter the cost. Souls do not just vanish, Hotern. Find them, or I will find someone else who can.
My lord, the Hist's magics are unlike any we've encountered before. The souls are pulled to a focus of some kind without finding the source.
The Remnant. It always comes back to the Remnant. Continue your research. I have much to consider.
My lord, you wish to show me something?
Cast your eyes across this vast expanse. Tell me, what do you see?
Gates, my lord. A realm of doors and passages.
Yes, a sea of azure gates, none of which lead to the Hist. Perhaps we used the wrong kind of passage. Find one of these beast sun crystals. We have work to do. If the code doesn't do it, try something else. They're lizards. They can't possibly just adapt to everything.
That's the thing. I don't think they are just lizards. I don't know what they are. Their physiology is... I don't know how they are even alive.
Keep trying. There must be some way to break them. They'll tell me their secrets one way or another.
We found a suitable stone, my lord. The arcane properties are unlike any I've seen before.
Yes, we should have been researching them from the beginning. The light of Magnus given form. Remarkable.
Integrating this new stone into our existing gates, the process will take time.
Time no longer matters to me, Hotern. I've made preparations. Even if it takes an eternity, I will discover the Remnant's secrets.
not my plan! Not at this final hour!
Perhaps rearranging the stones? Oh, why didn't I pay better attention in Iliad studies? Wait! you did it! You found another vodka crystal! Let's go! Sandra, don't!
You're too late, Father. I won't let you take this from me.
Wait! Don't touch it!
Finally, I can hear it! I will not let you take this from me!
I think I know why I'm here. I'm supposed to bring the Remnant back. The Remnant of Argon. The Hist wants me to take it. Let's go. We need to ask Zukas and Jaxig what to do next. There you are. I'm sorry, it's very hard to concentrate. The Remnant called out to me. It wanted me to take it, but only for a short time. We have to be quick. For now, I think. But I can't hold this for long. This belongs... It belongs to someone else. The Remnant. I see now. It contains all the souls. All the souls of the ancient tribe. Their name was... the Root Whisper tribe. Yes. Yes, that's it. I know what we have to do. Touching the Remnant, I can hear their voices. old, like stone and willow roots. The souls inside are confused. They escaped the Ayleids, but then a life in amber. The Hist kept them safe inside, but it was never meant to last this long. Go fetch, yes. Go fetch Zukas and Jaxic Orn. I can only hold the remnant. The three of you have a larger role to play. I'll explain when you get back. Please, hurry. I can only bear the weight of it for a little while longer.
Biko, you are back. As Mud is my mother, it is good to see you. The lightness in my chest tells me the remnant is safe. But what of friend Famia? Or the sick-minded Cassandra? I am sorry to hear that. In the end, I think it was pain that fed her madness. Maybe her spirit will find its way back to the Hist. I hope she finds peace. But wait, you said friend Famia is fine for now? What does that mean? Famia holds the remnant of Argon? She should not bear its weight for long. Even with the Hist's guidance and blessing, dry folk are not suited for carrying things like that. I will go to meet her soon. You should seek out Jaxic Orn.
I loosen my lungs. It is good to see you, Swordkin. Sojay screams the victory chant. You reclaimed the remnant, is it not so? Yes. I still feel the sting of star blossom smoke in my nostrils. The Hist needs. Whatever the Hist needs, Sojay and I will deliver it. Where is Famia? I nod my head. A fitting place. Good. I will meet you at the tree.
Oh, you're here. Good. The Hist, it's telling me what we need to do. But we have to be quick.
Breathe, friend Famia. Just tell us what we need to do.
She does not look well. Maybe we should...
No, I can do it. You have to touch the remnant together. All three of you. I promise, you won't be harmed.
By the egg, are we inside the remnant of Argon?
Yes. A dream, sealed in amber.
I did not think it would be so green, so peaceful.
The peace of the grave. This is a place out of season. Sunless, unchanging. A place for hiding, not for living. We cannot stay here.
Ha! Spoken like a true Deadwater call. Let us look around.
Rootmender, after all this time, it warms my scales to see you again. I sensed a twisted soul trying to claim our power. Had she succeeded, many would have suffered. Thank you for stopping her. Now all that remains is to set us free. Trapped? No. Preserved. Kept safe. The Ayleids who attacked us, they wanted our secrets and our souls. We used both to thwart them. With the Hist's help, the souls of our tribe retreated into the remnant where no elf could follow. Safety is not an end in itself, only a means to ensure the seasons of tomorrow. Here, all is static. The trees do not grow. The tides do not rise or fall. Our souls grow complacent, adrift. We must return to the Hist. And for that, we need a guide. Yes, both possess old, wise souls. One must leave the waking world and remain with us, to guide the tribe down the river called Rebirth. Without their strength, we will surely be swept away. Speak with them. You will see they do not fear this task. Only a soul unfettered from the body can guide us. What you call death, we call change. There is no death in the Hist. All bodies pass to the mud, but the soul lives on. We rise and fall like the sun, gone for a time, but always soon to return. Difficult to say. There may come a day when you lock eyes with a hatchling listening to the wind, or chasing a gecko through the reeds. If that moment comes, though your minds may wander, your souls will know a joyful reunion. Trust in the Hist. You have many more souls to save, Rootmender. Many battles to fight. Just as you were born to aid them, Zukas and Jaxic Orn were born to save us, guided through life in preparation for this moment. Your heroism made this possible. Yes, in an old time, and not long ago, all at once, you fought alongside the tribe, deep beneath our sacred Hist. I long to see it again. Yes, our Hist pours its intention into the remnant. When we leave and awaken to our new life, the Hist will wake too, ready to guide a new and vibrant tribe. So, you see, you do more than just save an old tribe. You make way for a new one.
I fill my lungs. I always imagined I would fall in a spray of curses and blood. But I see now that my passing will be unlike any Deadwater warrior before me. Quiet, but glorious all the same. I was born to die for my people. The duty is mine. I nod my head. Leadership in war is no different than leadership in peace. These souls may be disoriented, but deep down they wish to make the journey. Sojay and I will... Oh. I suppose Sojay will stay behind. I had not considered that. You are right. My egg brother waits for me somewhere in the world. On the other side of this journey. A comforting thought. I could not follow you into battle against Cassandra. Let me do this now. I will see these souls to the Hist. Zukas will try to take this burden on himself. But his tribe, all of Murkmire, would mourn him, and many long years may pass before he returns. The marsh would grow darker without him. If I pass, my people will not mourn, and neither should you.
So, one of us must remain here to guide these souls to rebirth? Well, my soul has made this journey countless times before. I will probably only have to ask the Hist for directions once or twice. I joke, of course. I would do this thing gladly. You ask me whether the words of an ancient ghostly sap speaker inside a sacred Hist relic can be trusted? No. If there was any other way, she would have told us. I can feel these souls' confusion, their uncertainty. They definitely need my help. Well, I could not have imagined I would pass on like this, and I am sad that I will not have an opportunity to say farewell to my tribe. But when the rains come, you can dance and drink your fill, or you can hide and go thirsty. I feel no fear. Knowing what you know of Jaxic, what do you think? She will not be happy at first. Deadwater warriors dream of death, but in the end, she is a child of the Hist. She will see the wisdom in it. The world still needs wise warriors like Jaxic Orn.
The winds shift, and the deciding season is upon us, Rootmender. Who will lead our tribe out of the remnant? In good times, we glide across calm waters, guided by the Hist's will alone. But when the weather turns foul, we must act on our own. The most consequential moments rest at these crossroads of faith and choice. In this moment, the choice is yours. In choosing Zukas or Jaxic Orn, you choose what virtues my tribe carries with it to the egg of their next life. What virtues do you hold in highest esteem? Do you favor temperance and cunning, or honesty and courage? Let that guide your judgment. A wise choice. Zukas has a kind heart. He will shepherd us to the next life. Jaxic Orn may be disappointed, but know that she still has much to do. A new tribe will gather beneath the boughs of our waking Hist. She must lead them. You must leave this place. Lay our guide's body to rest near the roots of our Hist. Place the remnant there too. With the Hist's guidance, your companion will do the rest. You have my gratitude, Rootmender. You have proven yourself a true Argonian.
Thank you for giving me this honor, Biko. I promise I will guide the tribe safely to the next life.
Zukas.
Ha! You do not club me and drag me away? Do not fear for me, Jaxic. I guide this tribe, but another will gather beneath the branches. You should lead them.
I will. And when we meet again, you will see a new village, strong and proud.
It could not hope for a better leader.
Easy now. You're all right. You haven't been out long. You'd know better than I. When the three of you touched the remnant, it was like you instantly fell asleep. Your eyes kept fluttering, like you were dreaming. Jaxic Orn woke up first. I figured I should watch over you until you did too. Zukas is... well, the way Jaxic Orn put it, he chose to leave his mortal body behind. One moment he was dreaming, the next his body was still. He was my friend. I didn't even get a chance to... Yes, he passed so peacefully. I had hoped... That's very good to hear. No more tears, huh? All right. Jaxic Orn said she had to prepare a ritual. She had that Hist look. She said to bring the remnant, but I think you should have the honor. Here.
I erect my quill of relief. You are back. Good. Everything is prepared. We only need to place the remnant with Zukas, and I will begin the ritual to send the souls on their way. Lighter than it looks. I make this vow. While Zukas leads these souls to rebirth, Sojay and I will form a new tribe here. A tribe of strength, yes, but joy and cleverness also. When Zukas returns, we will be here to welcome him home. Zukas of the Bright Throat tribe, guide these lost souls down the river called Rebirth. Lead them into the waiting arms of the Hist. Hear me, sword brothers and root sisters. This is not a ritual of death, but of change. We do not mourn these souls passing. Like our swords and bows, they find new glory in the place beyond. Beyond the tree line of what living eyes can see. We bid them safe journey, with song and dance, and joyful war cries. Let them know, as they pass on, that we are the Root Whisper tribe, and in this place, they will always find a home. I sigh with joy. It is as the sap speaker said, a miracle. Thank you, Swordkin. I name you true friend to the Root Whisper tribe. In this place, you are always welcome. My soul left the village as soon as our journey began. I am no longer a Deadwater Khal. Other Saxhleel will find their way here, just as I did. I will try to lead them as Zukas would, with wisdom and cleverness. I hope I am equal to the task. With caution. I have learned that an ally gained can be greater than 100 enemies slain. But there are still those who would harm us. Though my hand extends, Sojay remains by my side.
Search with your toes, Stibbins. Your toes. I remember you. As I recall, you were somewhat helpful the last time my manservant got into a spot of trouble. I won't turn away good fortune. You know how useless Stibbins can be when it comes to recovering historic artifacts. An antique Argonian renewal charm. Without one, they'll never let me observe the ritual of renewal. And that's the whole reason I came to this backwater in the first place. Ugh, now if only Stibbins would stop playing in the mud and find the damn thing. I'll have you know, I paid a lot for that information. But Stibbins is exceedingly slow and requires constant supervision. Why, I can't even spare a moment to look for the hand mirror he lost. Would you mind ever so much finding it for me, please? That hand mirror is a family heirloom. I can't bear the thought of never seeing it again. Oh, in the meantime, I need to keep prodding my manservant. If I give Stibbins even a moment's reprieve, he'll find a way to laze about. He's ever so good at that.
Help! I say help! Stibbins has gotten himself stuck fast.
Much thanks. That wasn't as pleasant as you might expect.
A less famous treasure hunter might think the Argonians wanted to foil her efforts to locate a renewal charm. But Lady Laurent is not so easily deterred. We are going to find one of those charms, even if Stibbins has to search the entire swamp. It's used in the mysterious ritual of renewal that one particular tribe of Argonians conducts on an annual basis. Carved from the living root of their history, or so I've been led to believe. They won't let an outsider attend the rite without one. That's hard to say. Mostly because no one will give me a definitive answer. As far as I can tell, it's somehow connected to the tribe's breeding practices. The closest I got was when many whispers offered to point me towards a charm, for a price. Gold. An obscene amount, truth be told. Look, Stibbins is reliable, but he has his failings. So many, many failings. Will you accompany him to many whispers in the Swallowed Grove? Help him confront the lying Argonian and get me one of those charms? After you and Stibbins confront many whispers, meet me at the Lodge of Renewal. It's north of the Brightthroat village, out in the middle of nowhere. Come to think of it, everything out here is in the middle of nowhere. But I'm sure you'll find it. He's an Argonian, a scout of some kind. Knows the swamp like a bear knows honey. Many Whispers was willing to talk to me when so many of his fellows wouldn't give me the time of day. I'm not sure Argonians can tell time, but you get my point. I gave him a small fortune in gold. He may have sent us here in good faith, or he may have tried to cheat me. I will not be fleeced. Besides, as far as I can tell, he is the best scout in the area. If there's a charm to be had, he'll know about it. Get going, Stibbins, and do try to redeem yourself this time.
Right away, milady. Just let me catch my breath. Laurent demands restitution, you jackanapes!
Jackanapes? You must have me confused with an Argonian of another tribe. Keep your voice low, or you'll awaken every skeleton in the grove. What are you doing down here, by the way? Oh, the dry-skinned shrew. Her manservant has been bending my frill in a most unpleasant manner. Understand, I pointed her toward one possible location. I never said she would definitely find a charm in that puddle of mud. Lied? Oh, not in so many words, no. I sold her hope, which she seemed to desperately need at the time. Look, if she really wants a renewal charm, I just so happen to have one. Would you like to make a trade? Well, let me think about that. If I had just sold her the charm up front, she never would have given me gold to point her toward the mud puddle, and then you wouldn't be here willing to negotiate another deal. Next question. I need a key. A specific key, in fact. One that opens a hidden strongbox in Gideon. My associate, Murkmire, has it. Unfortunately, he died. Down in this cave, to be precise. Find the key, bring it to me, and the renewal charm is yours. Find my poor associate's dead body, and get the key to his strongbox. I'll wait here and make sure the renewal charm Lady Laurent is so desperate to get her hands on remains safe and sound. The manservant isn't looking so well. I don't think the humidity of Murkmire agrees with him. But let's get down to business. Were you able to recover Mirdamir's key? Not to worry. A deal's a deal. Here's the renewal charm that the manservant's mistress has been so anxious to get her hands on. Now you can all stop pestering me. If you don't mind, I have a strongbox to unlock.
No, it is not possible. You do not even possess a renewal charm.
My manservant will be along with one momentarily. Ah, look, here they come now.
Even so, no outsider has ever participated in our sacred rite.
You talk to her. Maybe she'll understand your less refined use of the language.
You are the outsider who brought life to the lost village. All of Murkmire owes you a debt of gratitude. I am surprised that you speak for the loud woman, but my answer remained the same. No Ojel has ever witnessed our sacred rite. I suppose one outsider could be permitted to take part in the ritual of renewal. Of course, the preparations required are extensive. To prepare for the renewal rite, the Oos, one must align their three primal essences: blood, bile, and mind. With the renewal charm in hand, one must endure the bite of a hummerwing, drink the venom of a snake, and meditate beneath a waterfall. If an outsider were to do these things, and demonstrate a true desire to learn more about our culture, I would not turn them away. The rites of the Saxhleel, they are not meant to be shared with outsiders. I advise against riding this current, but I will honor our agreement. Once one of you fulfills the requirements of preparation, we will begin the ritual of renewal. No. The ritual is sacred, and not something we discuss or talk about outside the confines of the Renewal Lodge. If you are the one to complete the preparations, you will learn about the ritual soon enough. The ritual embodies the concept of the Oos, the sacred mating practices of our tribe. Just as the plants and animals of the swamp renew their numbers with the turn of each new season, so too do we enter the lodge and renew our tribe.
Make sure Stibbins aligns his bodily fluids just as the Argonian described. I want him to be totally ready for the renewal ritual. Oh, goodness, no. That wouldn't be proper. I need to maintain my objectivity. For my readers, you understand. Stibbins will prepare himself, attend the ritual, and tell me all about it. Then I will recount it in my book with scholarly detachment. Stibbins! Go with our friend and align your bodily fluids. I want you to attend the renewal rite in my place.
I, milady? Why me?
So that you can tell me all about it and I can write it in my book. Now get going.
It's freezing under here. But I think I can feel my mind aligning quite nicely. I don't exactly know. I can't feel my extremities, but I think I'll stay under for a few more moments. Snake venom. If I must drink the vile stuff, we'll need to find a den. Let's split up and look around. Ah, you located a snake den. Now, carefully, like milking a very small, elongated goat. Here goes nothing. Bottoms up. That looks like a hummerwing hive. Could you give it a little kick? Gently. I suggest you return to the Renewal Lodge. I'll meet you there.
Ugh, Stibbins, you smell like a swamp. Stand over there this instant.
As you wish, milady.
My manservant did as you asked. Will you allow him to observe your ritual?
If you insist. Come, Dryskin. Join us in the lodge. The Oos starts now. Breathe deep the arousing fumes. Take it all in. Let your aligned essences guide you. When you feel totally filled, relax your cloaca and let it all out.
I don't think I have a cloaca.
Don't have a... Oh no. You must exit the lodge right now, Dryskin.
That was most peculiar.
Stibbins! Oh, not again! My sorry excuse for a manservant can't even take part in a simple Argonian ritual without one disaster or another befalling him. Worse, he didn't even get a chance to tell me what happened inside the lodge before he... changed. What happened to Stibbins? Why, the same thing that always happens. He ruined my latest undertaking by transforming into an egg. Oh, I'm sure this has something to do with the tribe's mating practices, but I can't for the life of me imagine how. Turn him back? Yes, I suppose I'll need to work on that. Or not. Imagine what might hatch from such an egg. Woo! Or maybe I'll make an omelet. I'm particularly famished after all this work. Anyway, here you are. For your assistance. It's been a pleasure. Despite his best efforts, Stibbins actually did something right. I have plenty of material for my book, including the first eyewitness account of an actual ovum transformation. Oh, but there's work to be done. I wonder what happens if I crack the shell.